So I don't know what it was that he gave me. It's a shame that these are only on the PS4. I can only make these 15-minute clips, but I guess people can flip through 15 minutes pretty easily. And I'm just going to name these, you know, I forgot to say that I'm just going to name these Cleric Walkthrough Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4. And if there's a boss or something that's coming up, some good part, then I'll name it Part 17, you know, parentheses, boss name, battle, or whatever. And whenever you see that action icon, hold the button down. It'll do it that way. I like that. There's going to be a boss battle here. I want to try to kill him without taking damage. There's a trophy you get if you can defeat any boss without taking damage. And, oh, that doesn't count. That was a shield attack. The shield doesn't do damage. That ground pound attack he does, after he loses some of his health, it'll do like a fire beam that goes forward, so that'll one-shot you. So just make sure you always dodge out of the way of that. Those benches can get annoying, so go walk through them or something so they don't stop you when you're trying to fight this guy. There it is. Okay, it's after he loses 25% of his health. You can see up there at the top that he has little gray hash marks that let you know. And he also loses some armor. He loses the armor also when he gets from the 25, 50, and 75%. And his last phase is by far his deadliest. If you're close enough to him, when he throws his armor off, it will knock you down. It doesn't hurt you, but it will knock you down. Just make sure you dodge that, or you will die. This is why this is his most deadliest. I always unlock and then run. And you have to wait to attack for him to do his ground pound. I guess you could count how many times he spins. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, I lost track. If you want to, I'm not interested in all that. I almost had him. I want to kill a boss without dying, without taking any damage. And this is my best bet so far that I've ever had when fighting any boss. I thought I had him there. He's faster than you walking backwards, so you have to be careful. Ah, I did it. We'll see if it gives me the trophy. He gives you a sword.
What was that? One of those lords Caslo keeps talking about.
Against all odds, I did it. Cool. This is the sword he drops. It's called Persistence. And on New Game Plus, if you kill that guy with the Persistence sword, you get another trophy. Blah blah blah, you guys can read that for yourself when you play. Triangle will restore full health. There was 4 of those things floating around, so I can restore 4 potions. See, there's 4 blocks, 4 like shards floating around the big save point. Normally when I say use, all the little shards will drop to the ground and be destroyed, and then they regenerate slowly over time. You get an experience modifier in this game. It starts at the first enemy you kill, gives you 1.00 times experience, which is just standard experience. Then the next enemy you kill will give you like 1.01 or 1.02. And you can get all the way up to a 2.00 modifier, which is somewhere around the range of 50 to 100 enemies that you have to kill. Some of them give you a 0.02 modifier, some of them give you a 0.01 modifier. So, if you use a save point, refills your full health, gives you however many shards are floating, gives you that many potions added to your, if you can carry them, if you have enough empty flasks, gives you that many potions, and it resets your modifier. The modifier is good not only for experience, but also for the drops that the enemies drop. So the more modifier you have, the better chance you have of them dropping items. And they drop more than just shards, just fire shards and energy shards. Occasionally they will drop equipment. Not everyone drops equipment, but you can farm certain ones once you find out that they have the possibility to drop things if you want that particular type of weapon or shield or whatever it is that they drop. Anything else about that I need to tell you about? I don't think so. Oh, the thing is, it's like if you want to save but you don't want to get rid of your modifier, hold the L3 button down and then hit triangle, and then it'll save, but it will not fill up your health. It will not give you back your health potions. And if you, the thing is, like when you're trying to build up your modifier, if you die, it goes back down to 1.00 anyway. So if you only have 1 or 2 health potions and you don't have that much health and you're in an area that you've never been in and it's pretty hard, I don't suggest trying to build up your modifier like that. Do it in an area that you're at least somewhat familiar with. Like, I've only been through this area one time in this game. But back here in this area, I would build up my modifier there. The enemies were pretty easy. I don't think there's any more items in here. So, yeah, I plan on doing commentary with this character because my other two I just play. This one, it's a fresh character for me, the spells are anyway, and the faith-based weapons that I'm going to use. There's another one of those creeps down there. And this is going to tell me about how to backstab an enemy. I already know how. Blah, blah, blah. It didn't work. He turned around, I got too close, and I was still moving. That's the thing is...
Soon after banishing the god, the three men that were known as the judges parted ways
all
forever.
Of the scrolls
Apart
that
from
you
their
find
common
are
goal,
the things that
they
talk.
were very different
That's
in
all
every possible
lore.
way. 3 statues were built for them on the square of the judges, displaying the distinct paths they had taken. These statues hold a secret, as if it were their heart, but it is retained by the stone. Only the Shard of Heroes could make that heart beat, and only an unearthly force could tear it out.
I got some new armor. I know it said warrior armor, and I'm playing a cleric, but it still might be better. So I'm going to check it out and make a comparison. Start with the boots. That's what I normally do. I start with the boots, go to the wrist, then I do the armor and the helmet. There's 3 ways you can look at your screen. And this is the standard. It just has the name of them, defense, poison, weight. If you hit triangle once, it brings up all of their stats, so you can compare on the right's what you have equipped, and on the left is the items that you're looking at. Then if you hit triangle again, it'll do like a quick view, and you can look at a whole bunch of them at once. So you can go, if you're trying to find one specifically, you can go down your list because it holds quite a bit more than 3 or 4. You can go all the way down your list, find what you want, and then you can hit triangle to look at the identification of it that way. Sometimes it's quicker once you start building up a bunch of armor because you can't throw anything away. But you don't get duplicates either, so that's good. That's only 1 defense better total. The physical defense, it says, is 4 better, but overall it only provides me with 12 defense. And it doesn't give any magic, fire, or lightning. I don't think I'm going to equip that one. I'll move on to the wrist, see if I want the wrist or not. Right away I can tell I don't want the warrior heavy armor. It's white anyway, it's common. It's less defense to begin with, and it's more weight, so I'm not concerned with that. Now this gives me some good poise. The same amount of magical resistances. And it weighs 2 more. I'm going to equip that. I think that I want that armor. Until I find some better... This is my medium character, so when I find better medium armor, I'll equip it. This... I'm not sure. I'm probably going to stick... See, I went to yellow. Once you get 3/4 of the way up, you go yellow. Yellow, you move much slower. Everything, see, your roll attack is like, oh, I'm trying to roll out of the way. Ugh. I got vibration on it, vibrates my controller.